Welcome to B.W.B Talk Off, where 4 random friends get together and talk about subjects that you give us, or just whatever we feel like talking about. I'm Logan.
Larry.
I'm Matt.
I'm Blair.
I'm Matt.
And I've got a few questions here, so I'm gonna let Larry.
I'm Matt.
Snag one of those.
Hi.
I want the big one.
I believe that's Dakota's,
Well,
because
Dakota's.
it looks like an autistic kid with no crayons and a pencil. Wrote it.
Oh Lord.
I'm just these guys right here.
It's beefy.
Oh, and you ripped it.
I did. That's Dakota for you. First time you watched.
Porn.
Okay.
First time you watched porn.
Watch porn.
Wait, I haven't.
And what kind was it?
Well, we
I've
already
never
know
watched-
mine.
Wait, does Game of Thrones count?
No.
If that's the
the
closest
TV
thing you got to
shows.
porn, how have you gone your whole life without seeing
Bull.
porn?
I just haven't.
You're watching porn later.
Bull.
You are.
Bull.
Today?
Oh, she can watch the Care Bear video I talked about.
I want to.
God.
You're
I
gonna.
want to.
You're gonna.
Yes.
There was one time.
I wish we could pull it up on there right now.
The closest
Can we
thing
pull
I've
it up on
gotten
there?
to is
Without
No.
fucking this up?
I was
right
in the
now,
computer.
no.
Wait,
They won't get any audio.
The
Okay.
closest
She doesn't
thing
need
I
audio.
got
We need her reaction.
is I was in the computer lab and I glanced over and there was some weird shit happening beside me and then I
computer
turned
lab?
away. Yeah, in the
horrible.
computer lab. It was weird.
Blair,
I don't know how the hell they got to
There
that side.
comes a time
Your life sucks.
Matt-
in every person's life where you have to get some sort of exposure to porn. In one way, shape, or form.
I mean,
It has to happen.
for a split second, then I looked away. I was like, because it was at school.
No.
No. Just give me a sec. This is not gonna take long at all.
No, we're
you
not
guys
watching
keep,
a video.
No,
We're
you
not
guys
watching a video.
You guys
No.
keep talking.
No.
This is not. No.
This is private time stuff.
Agreed.
I was gonna
experiences-
mute it.
First experiences are not for the B.W.B.
I was gonna.
We're a
mute it.
higher class
You
of
guys,
entertainer.
You guys are.
Anyway.
Anyways, Matthew, your
My
turn.
first porn? Okay, well.
Oh wait, does this have to do with earlier?
Yes.
Earlier conversations. Okay.
Why don't you not bring up early conversation? It didn't happen on the B.W.B. It didn't exist.
It happened
Okay,
5 seconds
so
ago.
picture this. A world, a young little Matt, I don't know, 10, 11 years old.
Ugly.
Maybe a year or two younger. I don't remember. It's been a while. But sitting there, older brother and father, watching
Uglier.
something on Showtime, whatever.
Together.
Movies, stuff they enjoy, not adult content. I'm sitting here playing Lego Island on the PC, having a grand old time. I'm sitting there, they finally decide, they're tired, they go to bed, I'm still sitting here playing. All of a sudden, they left the TV on. I look over to Showtime and I'm like, oh, what is this? Randy, boobies. Awesome. So I sit there and I watch it. You wonder what the type is? It was like something in a yoga studio. I don't know. I remember correctly, it was softcore. Like I said, really young. That's my first experience.
Boring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Mine was hallway porn. We've discussed it before, so it's nothing big. I was probably like 5 or 4. So exposed
Jesus.
early. Oh no, and it was 90s porn. So there was bush
Oh yes.
everywhere, and I'm looking down, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
That was back when it was like socially acceptable to have bush. Now it's like,
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with a little bit of bush.
know, it's coming
now
back.
if it looks like
It's coming
Gonzo from the
back.
fucking Muppets
They've
is
got a
camping down
whole-
there, it's not okay.
They have a whole category called hairy.
I'm not. No, not.
Burly.
There's like a
There's
little bit is
burly.
fine. It's fine. It's actually. I think it's kind of attractive. Now, like I said, if it's like Gonzo is from the Muppets is like chilling
Yeah.
straight up down there, no.
If you have a lion's mane, you might want to get that taken care of.
I don't want to floss afterwards.
All right. So my first time to porn. Well, being the weeboo asshole I am, it was hentai, and honestly, it was a joke. But hey, one of my buddies introduced me to Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still lost.
It's actually not a porn website, but there's porn on there.
It's not a porn website,
There's all
but
an orgy.
I guarantee you, most of the people that go there is more than likely.
You had to navigate through the porn to find the funny videos.
But you find some really
So it's
great
like
people
Tumblr?
from Newgrounds.
And great porn.
I wouldn't call it great.
Has the Teen Titans been ruined for you yet?
That's the one.
Teen Titans, go.
Yeah, it was Raven getting doinked by
Slade?
Yep.
No, it was called the video was called Sladed.
I like it.
have we all seen this
It
video?
was-
Oh, it was rough, and it was on our birthday
Hang on.
too.
It was funny, like it wouldn't.
What about that video? Was
I watched
funny?
it with friends, so it was
You
really
raped her.
awkward because I was watching.
Wait, you watch rape porn with friends just
Yeah.
for funsies?
Okay.
Oh, worst part is
yes.
like it's your birthday. It's
Hang
like
on.
happy birthday. Rips her clothes off and just
Fucker.
pounds her.
Let me finish.
He slapped me.
So it's
Anyway.
Game of Thrones, right?
Anyway,
Yeah.
so as we're watching it, we're just like, oh god, I don't want an erection in front of my friends. So
You don't.
it's like, nah, I don't want to do this. But then it wouldn't have been so bad if my like
This is-
2 days later I asked,
was
hey,
just-
what was the name of that site again? I want to show some other people that video, and then they were like, bullshit.
You want to jerk it?
No.
See, you and Larry could share experience. If somebody gives a smartphone, you could watch Sladed.
I'm good.
You could share that experience with Larry and us.
I went back for that video on
You're
multiple
gonna watch
occasions.
porn. It is a rite of passage. You have to see porn.
Yeah, and
Man.
This one, hey, it's either the Care Bear or Sladed. Pick your. One was real people, one's drawn.
or we can just give you some, or I can show you some really fucked up
Or
stuff.
you can share my experience and we can get you some 90s porn. Bush-a-palooza.
Guaranteed.
You know, that's right. I see more bush than a stripper on TV.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
My personal
That is a-
favorite.
that is a porno.
Two in the bush.
I'm telling you, it's gotta happen.
Like, I
before the
wipe
night's over.
genitals for a living, so it's not really gonna bother me at this point.
It's different than
Please
just seeing them
clarify.
and
Hold
seeing
on.
them mashing together.
Hold on. Before just saying
I just said
you
nurse
wipe
earlier.
bushes for a living, please clarify.
Like
Nurse.
nursing home bushes,
Home.
like
Okay.
poo everywhere, like chili all in the bed.
Okay, that was you didn't do that far.
Hey,
You asked for it. That's what I do for a living.
see,
All right,
and you
guys.
spare
I make
her
that money
the
so
Care
you
Bear
can
thing,
have a
and
good
she didn't
life,
spare you
baby.
that. I'm telling you, she
didn't.
needs to watch the Care Bear or Sladed.
I'm just saying
Okay.
it's not gonna bother
All
me
right.
at this point.
Change the subject. We've been here too long.
It might get you all hot and bothered.
We've been here.
All
Too
right, I've got another question just in from the mailbox.
This just in. Breaking news.
Okay.
Hardly anything bothers me.
What is everyone's
IKEA?
idea
IKEA.
for the perfect murder?
Perfect murder.
Well,
Well, fuck.
Ooh.
I'd say
I thought
not
about it.
doing
Ooh.
that. That's awful.
Hold on. My
I
favorite.
would feel so guilty.
My favorite is from an anime.
Bad today 'cause my
And
ear got-
it was great. It wasn't
Thrown out.
much of a murder. It was a suicide made to look like a murder. So what the guy did was he got a chair and he took a knife, stuck it in a block of ice, and he jumped and he turned the thermostat up to high, and he jumped back and landed his back on the knife. So in
What was this from?
it was from an anime, like really old, like 90s, Case Closed, from a while back. And what did he do? Oh, it was so the ice would melt, and he did it into this chick that he loved, but he got rejected so many times. It's like, fine, I'll ruin your life. So I'm gonna,
Wasn't there a movie about that? Just vice versa.
perhaps I couldn't
Gonna
tell you,
say.
but that, like, I thought, well, Case Closed though had a lot of really cool murders, and some that made you think, some that were like, it's obviously that guy, but he turned his own suicide into a murder through
To ruin her life.
to ruin her life, and I was like, that's actually really interesting. To me, it's probably not the perfect thing. This is probably interfering with my thinking process. But on the top of my head, that's the first thing I thought of.
So you went with suicide instead of murder, but okay.
Well, no, it was made to
No,
look like a
it's-
murder.
it's-
Okay. All right. Well,
It's
I'm gonna
framing.
go
Yeah.
ahead and skip the question because I don't want you guys knowing what I'm gonna do when I finally snap and kill somebody. So Matt's gonna read this question.
I hope it's me.
Hold on. I wanted to describe my perfect murder. A large group, 50 plus.
Damn.
Of
That's
the
genocide.
Does this have to do with
blackest,
Sith?
the blackest of crows.
Racist?
I'll leave it there.
Crows.
A murder of crows?
Oh, God.
Duh.
Lame.
All right. Well, this is in Russian.
Really?
Oh,
You son of a bitch.
All right. Well, then.
That's not being read.
Just because it's in Russian.
Can you read Russian?
I cannot.
Exactly. Have you ever been so far decided? Wait. Have you ever been so far decided to has more like?
This is. We have horrible friends.
Oh my god, I feel like all these questions are gonna be Tippett brain fucking us. Have you ever had or thought about having a gay experience? Why does it always come back to gay experience?
Gay or but
I have not ever decided
It was
to.
a weird dream, though.
But I've had somebody try
Ooh, Matt.
to get me in a gay experience. And that was the last time we hung out as friends.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
just
gonna
told him I
name
wasn't
drop.
interested in that shit.
I'm
and
not
we were
gonna
still
name drop,
friends.
but we were chilling all night. We had just like the normal night, play video games, Marvel Rise of the Imperfects, eating fucking flaming hot Cheetos and shit, and we're laying down in bed.
That's
and I'm
really
sitting there
detailed.
sleeping, and I feel
What?
hand touches my junk, and I.
Hey, wait. Didn't you accidentally stick your finger at someone's butthole one time?
But that was not a gay experience. That was an accident.
Oh, okay.
But the
No,
most
touches my dick.
the most
And
impressive.
grabs, and I wake up, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, well, I mean, are you against it? I mean, he's like,
I'm not hearing a no.
I just want to know what it feels like. I'm like, define it. And he was like, we could do stuff, and I was like, or you can go sleep in the fucking living room, and you can go home in the morning, and we'd never have to talk about this ever again. And he's like, but just think about it. I mean, and it was
Oh, so he sat there and tried to convince you?
like literally he was trying to. And then later, when I went to the living room, we was watching some of my parents' porn.
Oh God.
Last time we ever talked as friends. Yeah, no.
Your turn.
No.
Me? No, I've never had a gay experience.
Have you ever
What
thought
about that one guy you
No.
ran into after you walked out of the bathroom?
There's never been
Wait,
an inkling
what?
of a question.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, that's not a gay experience, though.
No, no.
That was just a gay dude hitting on me. I'm
But
totally
this,
fine with
this
that.
This is a gay experience. This is, have you ever had a thought,
Oh, yeah,
thought
right.
about a gay
No,
experience? So
I've
yeah, I
never
guess it
thought
is.
about it. I've always been very comfortable with my sexuality.
No.
Well, I did.
Can't say I've ever had a gay experience or ever thought about a gay experience.
Blair said she had like a mental one, like she dreamt about
It was
gay
a dream.
experience.
It was weird.
So
I wasn't cool with it. It was awkward.
subconsciously you were cool with it though.
Conscious.
Because dream, you went for it, didn't you?
No, it was weird.
You can be honest here.
She was going on to me. I was like,
We're all friends
it's
here.
Weird.
So
No
that's,
judgment.
what we
You're
learned from
all
this is
like-
I'm the only one with a gay experience. Great.
I did
I
have
mean-
a person, I did have a gentleman in class who I had no interest in, particularly didn't like, and he's proclaimed to the entire class that I was the most attractive person in the class.
That poor desperate man.
He's gay and a liar.
oh, hurtful words. Please give me something.
This is
Yeah,
the weirdest
son.
question to give to nerds.
Oh,
Says you.
there's nothing weird
Do you
about
have or participate in a hobby or activity which you are embarrassed to that you have enjoyed? Besides children's card games?
Embarrassed?
it. I
I
play.
mean, I'm not really embarrassed.
I play or I have played and currently do play multiple children's card games, such as
My Little Pony.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, My Little Pony. Good game.
That's the most embarrassing thing out of them.
What was that?
I was going for an
It's
Air 5 and
My
I
Little Pony
got horribly
cried,
denied, so
and he got denied by all three of us.
whatever.
There you go. High five.
There you go. I got it. It was delayed.
By
but
the
it-
other
but it
person
was
who
there.
plays My Little Pony.
It's a fun game. The show's good. Screw you guys.
Okay.
Pinkie Pie for life.
Now you know who the brony is.
Yo.
I don't know that I'm embarrassed about any of
Activity or hobby?
my favorite stuff. Like literally my activities and hobbies is gardening,
Gay.
Isn't that what?
Pokemon.
But I can't say I am embarrassed about
tired
playing
people?
card games. It's something that I've done ever since I was younger, and
Fight Club, you know,
Activity.
I dabble in Fight Club.
Oh yeah, that Fight Club shit.
Yeah, Fight Club. I do that a little bit.
That's awesome.
That's
I,
Dude,
I forgot the first 5
That's
minutes
like a
of
hobby
the
of
whole
mine.
thing.
Yeah,
but,
the
you
first.
know.
I can't remember the first little
I'm
bit
in
of
a
it.
different Fight Club though. We talk about the Fight Club.
I'm not embarrassed by anything I do. Because I feel like what's the point of doing anything if you're ashamed of it? I play Yu-Gi-Oh!
no.
And I happily tell everybody that I play Yu-Gi-Oh!
But what
And if they,
is
if
there?
they want to disagree
but
and call me lame, they can take it up with old lefty and righty.
but here's a question.
No.
Since we're being honest, and we have a little inebriation going on.
You have inebriation going on.
Exactly.
I do, yeah. Is there anything that that y'all are ashamed of that you may want to discuss? And if you don't want to discuss it anyway.
I think we've already had this conversation on a previous B.W.B.
No.
Yeah, but
We've never
who
had
knew?
something that we're ashamed of.
Well, it's like, what do you regret the most?
No,
I'll put that
regret
on
and
there.
This is
shame is
different.
completely
This is
fucking
different.
Those were actions that you have made that you regret. This is something that you do currently that you probably don't want people to know, but you know what? You're being open today.
Oh
No,
God,
not really.
that's like
You
deep,
would say that.
that's like deep into the fucking vault of.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there's a lot of stuff
there's
that I've.
things
Yeah,
that
that might be a little
not wanting to say.
personal.
One time I
I mean,
covered.
you don't want to work there.
One time I
That's the
covered an
only
autistic
thing.
janitor
I
and
wouldn't
blue
recommend saying
Germex. That Germex had
Yes.
paint in it. It wasn't intentional for the autistic janitor, but it happened to him.
That's a regret. That's not something you do currently. I hope you don't do that
I was
currently.
ashamed of it until I got written up with Mr. Not Boyd, the other dude, the douche one,
Boyd.
the skinnier one, principal.
Wait,
But he
Are
laughed
these
while
in English? We have new ones in.
he
Hopefully they're in English.
he ripped me up saying
Hand it over, bro.
he ripped me up saying you're written up for booby trapping a journalism door, and I thought that, and he laughed, and I thought it was
Favorite
hilarious.
Pokemon.
okay.
Well,
Back in
guys,
the day.
We're not doing the same thing.
favorite
It's not.
Pokemon. Pikachu. I love the attitude, man. He's like, fuck the man. I love that shit.
It's
Cliche.
just like we have like horrible.
All right,
like the shame thing was a good topic. It's just hard to pick one. That's another Pokemon.
I've always loved Squirtle.
Why?
Because I love Blastoise.
Basics.
It's the
I like,
shit.
I like the shades.
I'm sorry. That I like a fucking
Pokemon's
basic,
attitude.
Larry.
Logan, are you as original as they are? Yay, nay.
No, I was gonna say I think one of the biggest things that ever hit me like home wise, like shame wise, is
Oh, no.
a friend
Stuff
of.
on shame.
Oh, I am filling out the shame one because you guys brought this up and then you made me sad because I thought about it.
Just
I'm sorry,
just
but-
read
Is this about the
shame cup.
A friend of mine's little younger brother, not little, was a complete and total tool bag. And he did so, I can't remember exactly what he did to me, but I beat his ass. And literally like a week later, he got in a drinking driving accident and died.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I was completely ashamed of that.
All right, well, you need this more than I do.
No.
Now, what's your favorite Pokemon?
I really can't. Like, I have like 3 favorite Pokemon.
Pick one.
You get one. You only
Everybody
get
gets one.
You unfortunately you only get one.
Tell him, Larry.
I'm gonna go with Golett because he's a ghost rock, and I just feel like having him around the house would be neat. Like I'm just sitting there, and you just hear like a rock slumping around, and it just looks up at you, and you're just like, "Do your thing, little guy."
All right, I'm gonna take that back now.
I really like Poliwhirl too, though.
My favorite Pokemon, since
Latios.
I never knew about the whole trading thing because I had no friends when I was little, and I had a Graveler, and I wanted a Golem so bad because my
no friends.
my Graveler was so OP, but you had to trade. You had to trade in order to get a Graveler, a Golem.
And trade cables were shoddy.
Yeah.
I
So
never had a problem with trade cable.
Let's go fuck yourself.
anyway,
Maybe I will.
my favorite Pokemon is Golem, and then I thought about I think it would be pretty awesome to have a Golem, and then like when I was younger, I was like, what would I do if I ever had my own Golem? Oh, I know. I'd teach him rollout, and I'd learn to run on top of him, and then now that I'm older, I think I would be crushed.
Our childhood is a lot really different.
I was trying to be more creative.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Anyway, that was my favorite Pokemon. Next question. Give me something good.
We don't have any more written questions.
There was another one.
Yeah, there was another
There
one.
I
was
was
another
handed
one. What do you
another
mean
one
there
that
was
said
another?
favorite Pokemon.
No, that was mine.
No, I was handed another one
What
that
did
said
you-
favorite Pokemon.
It's.
He passed out several that said favorite Pokemon.
I'm gonna grab
Oh
stuff.
no, this is the first time you sex yourself thing. And that's first impression of each other.
What happened?
Wasn't another Pokemon related question?
Yes.
Questions.
Narrator,
more questions.
do you have
Here's
something for us?
question. Does someone want to translate?
Yeah, that's
Fine.
I think we've hit the
was-
metaphorical.
We're
rock
horribly
on the-
organized, and this B.W.B is.
Part 2 was why would your favorite Pokemon kick the ass of their favorite Pokemon?
I like
Oh,
that.
fucking Hydro Cannon. Sup, son? The fuck you gonna do with your
I
rock
don't-
type golem?
I don't care if your Pokemon's cooler than mine. Mine's rock and a ghost. He contradicts himself. Like he's gonna
What
try
the
to go to a wall. He's like, I'm a ghost. I can go through this wall, and I'm just gonna see my little ghost guy run into a fucking wall and fall over and not be able to get up.
What the fuck's a
And it's gonna be
Hydro
hilarious,
Cannon?
cute, and I'll coddle him. I'll be like, it's okay, little buddy. All that matters is your ghost in
Can we
here,
talk about
where it
Pokemon
counts.
in general? It's pretty
Well,
much
what about it?
dogfighting animated version.
Yeah, it's great.
What
And it's
was-
animated, so it's okay.
You can't get in trouble for that.
Because afterwards, after Ash gets the shit kicked out of his Pikachu, he hugs it and says he did a good job. You know any people that do that with their pit bulls after they tear each other to shreds? Like, you did it, Luba. You gave it your all. It's okay. Nope.
Blair does.
Thanks, asshole.
You sick bastard. This got dark. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for participating, and thanks to everybody for being here, and we're done.
Golem has dig, so he'll
Oh,
avoid
fuck
your.
off with the
He'll,
dig.